People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the Med Scarlet News with a buzz. This is not your average, typical run-of-the-mill mama and papa blogging channel. No, this is blogging that takes you on top of the roof or under the cellar with mother in and our little chickadee. This is called warning. This is a new protocol whenever you leave from foreign and you come back to Jamaica, if even your own neighborhood where you live as a little boy. Things have changed drastically for the worse. So I say this to say that you cannot wear any sorts of jewelry, expensive watch, ring, chain. You cannot have any sorts of nice cell phone, iPhone, Samsung, Rete, Lele. So my recommendation is that you meet people, friends or relatives, trusted friends and trusted relative at a safe location, whether at some sorts of all-inclusive, give them a day pass, or you make them meet you at some sorts of Airbnb, or even in some case at the Popo station. It is no longer safe to go to certain places or most places in Jamaica, as sad as it sounds. I am speaking about an incident that occurred along the Ricketts Main Road that is in Frome, that is in Westmoreland, where a man, Cleveland Hamilton O.C. BWOYO, he is from Ontario, Canada, Jamaican, migrated to Canada, came back to look for friends and relatives. He and his brother were standing on the roadway when them see one yang bike a roll past. The man them look kinda suspicious. However, them never really take anything off it. However, it seems as if these young men were on some sorts of prowling surveillance. They were looking for unsuspecting victim. It is said that the men roll up, one of them or both jump off of the bike, all sorts of tool in a hand. When Mr. Hamilton and his brother saw exactly what was about to transpire, it is said that Mr. Hamilton, Cleveland BWOYO that is, try to run, try to take for himself. He is 64-year-old, no sorts of match for these hyena sprinting thief. It is said that they pretty much run him down and GUN him down, took off the chain off his neck, searched him, took out some sorts of cash out of his pocket, and then gave him a couple more corn for safety reasons. His brother was also conned up. His brother was transported to the hospital where he was under serious condition. Now people, I don't like to step on people when they're down, especially when they experience some sorts of traumatic episode. If this brother was not also conned up, I would think to myself, maybe I him set up him own brother. However, people in Jamaica, these youths are desperate. Them just roll around every day and look for victims. So therefore, whenever they see an opportunity presents itself, they are going to take you out. Them not care if you're DEAD. Them not care if you're the sole breadwinner of your family. It is all about them. They have no sorts of conscience. They are as cold as ice. Moral of the story, like me say, it seems as if you cannot return to your old neighborhood to look for your own family, your friends. And definitely you cannot wear any sorts of expensive jewelry, chain, watch, whatever it is. So me just say, don't try to look too blingy and foreign-ish. You're going to stand out like some sorts of sore thumb, and you might be a sore loser, as in losing your life. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is an update about an incident that occurred in a place called Priory. Priory is in St. Ann, wherein 5 persons got conned up. Out of those 5 persons, 2 persons lost their life. 42-year-old Mr. Dwight, he is said to be a factory worker. The next person, also 36-year-old Mr. Dobson, he was conned up. Both men were rushed to the place of recovery. However, none of them made it. They were pronounced DEAD on arrival. Like I said, 3 other persons got conned up. Based on the information, they were at some sort of shop cooking when some people roll up, blaze up some can upon them. After the smoke cleared, 5 of them got hit. Based on eyewitnesses that were on the spot, the scene of the crime, they said that after Mr. Harrison got conned up, they heard one of the GUNMEN went over him and said, "You really know DEAD." He then gave him several more rounds in the upper body, in the head. So his family, friends and persons at the crime scene, whoever was lucky to get away without getting injured or KILLED, they are coming to the conclusion that it seems as if Mr. Hamilton was the target. So them a wonder, them a ponder, then hold on a minute. How is it that a kind-hearted man works hard? He is no sort of crime producer. Why would somebody try to take him away? And people, based on information from the investigators, it is said that the motive for this is some sort of incident that occurred maybe about 2 years prior to this. In that incident, 2 persons lost their life. The Popo were not divulging exactly what happened. However, people, you and I can come to the conclusion or assume or speculate that this has everything to do with some sorts of DEAD left legacy, some sorts of land, some sorts of property. Because it seems as if that is the motive for why a whole lot of people are losing their life in Jamaica, meaning all sorts of feud between family that went DEADLY. People take this land and property thing very serious. They will go to the extent of taking you away. The sad thing is that when these people come for Quaco or him shots, anybody upon the scene is an equal opportunity target, because based on friends and family of Mr. Dobson, they said equally, he is a good man, he is not a crime producer, he not have any sorts of problem with anybody, he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, along with the 4 other persons that got caught up. Well, actually, Mr. Harrison was the target. Moral of the story is this: in these days and times, you cannot be penny wise and pound foolish, especially with your life. Why make, because of a couple minutes of or hours of enjoyment, you lose your life, a lifetime of going to the other side of life? Jamaica is a different place. Jamaica is not the place that you can hang out, especially if you live in a garrison, because you don't know who is doing what, who is involved in any sort of criminal activity, who is a target of some sort of reprisal. People, it is a sad state of affair. Jamaica pretty much gone to the DOGS. Point blank and period. Further on in the news and continuing on the theme of a mad, them a mad outs. Better yet, a hard ears make for a soft ASS. Based on the information, it is said that, well, based on a video that is circulating over social media, I am going to put it in my WhatsApp group. Now, based on the information that is out there from the news, it is said that this man had some sorts of altercation with a bartender. It is said that he did not want to pay his bill. He went to the people establishment, drink up X amount of J-Ray and Nevio. And then when the lady said, alright then, you enjoy the proceeds of the business. Where is the proceeds to pay for such proceeds? Him come up empty and I give the people one whole bunch of laba. The people never take that. So therefore, them call the Popo. When the Popo roll up on the scene, this man now take no sort of talk from the Popo. So the Popo said then, alright, I saw it I go. You know want hear. So therefore, if you know want hear, you are go feel. It is said that the man pick up some sorts of big stone, rock stone, them call it in Jamaica. And when the Popo tell him, yo, Put down the stone, or else you are going to get the consequences of your hard ears. Him never listen, and so be it. Him get corn up in the stomach. And the pawpaw said to him, listen, me now warn you again. You're looking at my hand and you see the tool. This tool, like our security minister, Mr. Chang, say, listen, don't pie no boy in him toe or him kneecap. Make sure say you hit him in the upper torso. The pawpaw blaze at least a couple of corn, hitting this man in the side, and him drop on the ground. And the people my ball and a holla and a say, oh, the pawpaw wicked. However, if the man or the pawpaw allow this man to carry on with him carrying on and end up hurt somebody, K-I-L-L somebody, the people would say the pawpaw negligent. So the pawpaw was forced to make an on-the-spot decision. He was literally caught between a rock and a hard place. And him decide say, him go give this youth some hard corn in him side and put him down, render him hopeless or not so harmful. People, you cannot blame the pawpaw. What I blame is a system that have all sorts of mad people and run up and down in a real life or even worse on social media, call them influencer. The pawpaw had no choice. He had to make sure that him secure the people, secure the spot, and secure himself. And put this man in a place where he belongs. Hopefully, if he lives, survive, he will be placed in a Bellevue where he belongs. Because if he's not institutionalized like he belongs, then he's going to create all sorts of problem out there. Him a go hurt or K-I-L-L other people. So people, what was the pawpaw to do? Him do the right thing like Spike. Point blank and period. So anyways people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself.